Look, most people think being rich is about spending money on cars, watches, toys, and all that flex. But you have been bamboozled, my friend. Real money starts with what you don't buy. Today, I'm breaking down the 9 things that if you've managed to avoid, you're already ahead of 90% of the people financially. So let's get started. Timeshares. Let me break it down for those who don't know. A timeshare is basically a vacation property that you own for a specific week each year instead of buying the whole place. You've probably seen the scam in Vegas. They give you a free ticket to a show if you agree to sit through a 30-minute presentation. Now, this seems harmless, but that's wrong. Because once you're in the room, they pressure you like crazy, hounding you to sign a contract that you barely understand. Here's the truth. You're not really owning anything. You're paying annual fees, maintenance costs, and just a bunch of random special assessments that, quite frankly, never stop. And the value of the property doesn't go up, it actually goes down. And most companies make it nearly impossible to get out of. You either have to try and sell it in a resale market where nobody really wants it, or pay an exit fee that's often more than what you spent in the first place. And some people stay trapped for decades, just paying and paying. So if you never fell for this trap, congratulations. You just dodged one of the biggest money pits out there. That's already a huge win financially. Whole life insurance. Whole life insurance is just a slow way to give your money to the insurance company, to be completely frank. You're paying high premiums for very low returns, and it locks up money that you could be growing yourself. You should instead opt for term insurance and invest the rest on your own. That's how real people get rich. So if you skipped whole life, you already saved thousands of dollars and avoided a trap that most people think is smart. That's being ahead financially, even without trying. Get rich quick schemes. Now I'm talking anything promising fast money. Here's the truth. You can't just jump on something trendy and expect to build real wealth. Getting rich quick is like crash dieting. Yeah, it works for a second, but the rebound is even harder. The faster it comes, the faster it disappears. Real wealth is built on fundamentals, discipline, and long-term thinking. So if you avoided these get rich quick traps, congratulations to you. You're already thinking like a millionaire while everyone else is chasing the next flashy promise. Lottery tickets. This is really just a tax on poor decision making. Millions of people spend thousands each and every year just hoping to hit it big. And the odds of winning are mathematically zero. And even if you somehow won the lottery, here's the harsh truth. The same lack of financial discipline that made you buy the tickets in the first place will make you blow it all away. You're not ready for that kind of responsibility. Most lottery winners are broke again within a few years because they don't know how to manage it. So if you stopped buying tickets, you're already way ahead of the pack. That's money that can grow, compound, and actually change your life, instead of just disappearing into a gamble that was never meant to make you rich. Phone payments. Phones lose their value the second you open their box. And that monthly payment that you're making, that's money gone for nothing. Here's the real talk, pun intended. Most people use their phones for calls, text, and social media. A phone that's 3 years old and a tenth of the cost will handle 99% of what you need it for. You don't need to finance the latest model. If you buy cash and hold on to your phone for a few years, you're already freeing up thousands of dollars each and every year that most people are literally throwing away. That's money that can be invested, saved, or used for things that actually build wealth. Phones are supposed to be tools, not status symbols, so keep that in mind. Car payments. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses about 10 to 20% of its value. And here's the truth. There's no such thing as a new car. The second you touch the wheel, it becomes used. So no one is technically driving a new car on the road. And if you're financing it, you're not just losing value, you're paying interest every month on something that's depreciating. That's double stupid. The average car payment in the US is roughly around $700 a month. That's roughly around $8,000 a year, just gone on something constantly losing its value. So if you're not on a car payment plan, you're already thinking like a millionaire, even if your ride isn't flashy. Buy now, pay later. This is a trap dressed up as convenience. It keeps people in debt longer than they actually realize because it makes spending money that they don't have feel relatively easy. Here's the real truth. If you ain't got the cash, you don't deserve it. Simple. Stop pretending you can afford what you can't. Every time you use buy now, pay later, you're training yourself to live beyond your means. And that's how most people stay broke. So if you skip this trap, you're already thinking like a millionaire. Sports betting. Sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and every parlay, every odds calculation is built to make sure the company comes out on top, not the users. Even if you feel like you're only spending a little, here's the truth. This is how habits form. Sports betting is gambling, and before you know it, that $5 a day can easily turn into hundreds of dollars a month. And the harsh reality, you're not building wealth. You're actually training yourself to lose money and stay trapped in bad habits. If you skip this trap, you're already thinking like a millionaire. And credit card debt. Most credit cards charge 20 to 25% interest. So if you owe $5,000 and just pay the minimum, you'll be paying that same $5,000 for years. And by the time you're all done, you'll have paid double. Credit card debt is not just expensive, it's a mindset trap. You start living on tomorrow's money instead of today's discipline. And every swipe feels painless until the bill comes and it's just too late. Now listen, you can't build wealth while paying interest to somebody else. That's just backwards. If you've cut the credit card debt, you're already thinking like a millionaire. You're buying freedom, not stuff. So there you go. If you've cut out these 9 things, you're already in great position financially. Now look, you don't need to make $1 million or be a millionaire to win. Just avoiding these traps already puts you ahead of most people. Financial freedom isn't about more income. It's about avoiding the stuff that silently drains your pockets. So, which of these are you already cutting, or which ones are you planning on cutting next? Drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching.